I talk about a lot of times that to young people, particularly, that are talking about what they're going to do in their life and uh, how they could be an entrepreneur or something like that. And then they say, I'd like to make shoes, or I'd like to, they name a thing they would like to be doing for a business. And then I'm saying, well, you can't come up like, I try to tell them that you can't really just think of something you'd like to do and then start a business. It has to be something that's going to work. And the way I've always recognized and how I did the different businesses that I have had is recognizing that there is a thing to do here. There's a need for this. And that's what you got to look for. You got to look, don't think of something you like to do, because that's not going to work, because you like it. You want to play with it or something. But it's like, I used to be in the Johnny Top canopy manufacturing business. I had a partner, and he once says, we could build these canopies for the back of the pickup and sell them. And this was back in 1967. And I says, oh yeah. And he says, you know, he made it, he almost gave me a business plan. So much for material, so much for labor, so much for this, and then you sell it and you get this much. So I says, okay, I'll buy that. So we go in 50-50, because I'm not sure. But I want to try it because hardly any cost to go for it. And it works for a while, and then it doesn't pay enough, and the landscaping pays more. And so we drop it. But that's recognizing one. And then one time, I'll even name the guy. He might read this. John Milroy and me worked landscaping together. He done the irrigation, I did the landscaping, and he also worked for me personally. And then he says, hey, you know, Leonard, filbert farming is really pretty good business. I'll tell you what. There's a filbert farm for sale in Newburgh. And if we buy that together, we can use the tractor we use for landscaping for farming the filberts. So we don't have to buy a tractor. And we use this and that, and then you prune with it, and you set up a pruner with hydraulics, and you just pull a trigger and it goes. So all of a sudden hey, this makes sense. And you know, we went into business, and I just made the most money I ever made in all my life on a filbert farm. I picked it up. I've been filbert farming since 1967. And every year I farm more and more and more, and then I buy land. And then the city comes in, it becomes Hillsboro, Oregon. And I sell the land for more money than I ever made in my whole life. Ever. And that was recognizing a opportunity to make some money. And I still have that Filbert farm, that 30 acres, worth more money than you can imagine. So there you are. That's my philosophy. So don't just think you're going to make something that you like, that you would be fun. Get the fun stuff out of it. Go to job. Thank you. That is a good lesson. That is true.